Right, making bread. Okay, so we've started off with what she just said. Was it 2 scoops of yeast, wasn't it? 2 spoons of yeast. We're following another lady on YouTube. Two spoonfuls of yeast. Do your own packet. Let's do it that way, then we make sure we've got it. Right.
Give me the half, and I'll put 4 halves in then.
Right.
Thank you.
Might end up in I don't know if it has to be level. I'm never sure if it has to be level or not.
I'm never sure about the cake. I never knew yeast was like that.
Well, I thought it was going to be yellow. I was wondering if I
too.
bought the wrong one. I thought because in France, obviously, we use yeast for cake. And I wondered if it was that. But it doesn't say it's for either. So I'm assuming it's all right. Yeah. So that's 1. I reckon this packet holds 2, you know.
Oh no, I've got quite a lot left over.
Yeah, I reckon it's 1 packet.
Why have I got some left over then?
I don't know, but I've only got a tiny bit that I haven't used, which is meant to sprinkle on the worktop.
I just shove it in?
Yeah. I reckon that's why it's thinking about it, that's why it's in a sachet, isn't it? That's your amount you use.
Yeah, rubbish. Oh.
Right, okay. Now what's she going to say next?
4.
1, 2. Okay, next.
Sugar here. You can also use 2 teaspoons of honey. Next up,
You're going to do one.
you're going to add 1 and 1/3 cups.
1/3 cups of warm water. Okay.
1 1/3 cup.
Right, have we got a third cup here? 1/4, 1/3.
So 1 of each of those.
Right.
So 4 and a half, 4 for you. Yeah.
Yeah, and that one. Yeah, she's putting it straight in here, isn't she?
Sure she is.
Right, let's finger test it. That's fine. Right. I wouldn't burn me baby with that, as she said.
1
Turn.
Ooh. Oh, is it fizzing?
Ooh, going
That's exciting. Thanks, Kev.
Okay, next. What's this girl's name? Jill. Right, come on, Jill.
It's magic, isn't it?
You want to stay warm. I'm talking like body temperature. And yes,
Yeah,
it
we've
always
tested
sticks my
that.
finger
We've
in
done
the water. Warm water is going to activate the yeast, but if it's too hot, it will kill the yeast. So you can put your finger in the water and wouldn't burn your baby, then you're good to go. And go ahead and stir that until
What's
it's
that? Got a
salt.
bath your baby in
There
there.
are
Hers is brown.
recipes that want you to
Right,
prove
we've got to
this
stir it
and
and
make
you
Okay.
bubbles and
I'll just
stuff.
sort it out.
As long as your yeast is pretty recent and you didn't buy it 10 years ago,
My glass is going to be on and off
that's
all the time.
So you can concentrate.
Yes, I said that in the last video, didn't I? I can't think when my glass is on.
Oh, egg! I forgot about egg.
Do you want to wash your shirt?
They're different sizes, but yeah, we could give them a rinse. I can't get on with it. One for you.
Yeah, that's quite a big one, isn't it? That one. I might. Oh, that's got a feather attached to it. Oh, I love it when they got feathers.
Yeah.
It's quite sweet, isn't it? Look, it's one from the bum of a chicken.
Hang on, did she put that egg in this bit? She did, didn't she?
Sure, she
Wasn't it in flour?
Once you have this kind of this slurry going on down here, it's time to add the flour. I'm going to use the
Ah, right, so there's no flour.
We're going in, are we?
Yep. Egg in. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, next stage. You mixed.
Yeah, but I'm not sure I've got slurry.
I don't know if I've got, I think it's a word she's used because she couldn't think of anything else to use.
Unbleached all-purpose flour. You could even use whole wheat flour here or a mixture of all-purpose and whole wheat. This is pantry cooking, so we're just going to use what we have. But I always start with a lesser amount. Let me grab a measuring cup.
Right, 3 cups. I know that because I watched her just now.
One at a time, doesn't she? I'll dry that.
Oh, put the bag.
Do we need a wooden spoon, do you think? Would that be helpful?
Yeah, I don't know whether it matters whether it's wooden or metal, but right. You want to do it? Right. This is going to be a mess, isn't it?
Don't worry, we need to put some on the surface anyway.
See, that's why the Americans have this in a big jar. Yeah, let's use the small one to fill it up with.
Oh, this is the semi-compact.
Yeah. Okay. One. Do your one and then you can stir it in. Oh, you've got a jug out. You used it in the end.
Take them carefully.
Yeah.
I have to move my cupboards around again. Is that cupboard I seem to underutilise? I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes it just. I mean, we're limited anyway, but it is a case of putting stuff in where you use things most and all that, isn't it?
Yeah, you have got pantry space under your stairs.
There is that. I do forget about that.
Yeah. Putting another one in.
Yep.
Really good storage in there. What are you doing?
Well, I suppose I do it more than you do.
My technique.
I just needed a bit more than that. It wasn't quite to the top. That'll do. Right, where's the little scoop gone? Oh, it's in there. Yep.
You can't do that thing when you move the bowl.
You can't? What's
No,
that?
I don't know. I don't know what you were doing there.
Oh, I don't just do it.
You move the bowl and the spoon. Do it again.
Okay. So the bowl goes the opposite direction, no, because you're stirring the other way. That's why. Go to the right and sort of down with the bowl and right with the spoon.
Are we lefty-loosey?
Yeah, we're doing them both at the same time, yeah.
No, I can't do that.
Do whatever works for you.
So I've got two in there now.
Because doing that, my spoon is working against the bowl, which is why you can scoop it off the edge.
No idea. Right, I'm going in for a third.
No
aren't I?
idea. Yeah, well, that's it.
You've got three in yours.
I think she does another half if it's too wet. So, and I think this might need another half, looking at it. Right, I'm pretty sure she says another one if it's too wet. Let's see what she says.
I always start with the lesser amount, which would be 3 cups, and then kind of go by feel after that. I'm going to explain to you in a minute what that looks like. Okay, so I have my 3 cups of flour, and I'm just going to start mixing it together. So this is where we're going to get our hands dirty.
Right.
I have stirred all the flour in I can with my fork, but you can see this dough is what we call shag dough. It's very sticky, it's roughy, making my fingers look like a mess. So it needs more flour. I'm going to go ahead and add a little flour on my counter.
Mine is very wet.
Dump it out.
Yours very wet?
Yeah. So we need
Oh, yours is a lot drier than mine. Maybe I'm
you haven't got all
underestimating.
the flour in yet, looking at that. If you try and do half a cup, and
Yeah.
because I'll keep this in here then, and I can.
Mine's like cake mixture at the moment, isn't it? Where's the half you do, John?
I don't know. No, that is what I sort of said. I'll use the half, and you do your half of that, and then, well, you won't be able to get it in there, will you? Something that. It's confusing. Too roughly, that's it. Or just about half, but don't put it all in. Don't put it all in unless you know you need it. You save some. That's right, you save some.
I thought it was all going too well.
Again, if you're trying to learn making bread from Sharon,
Definitely
don't.
not from Sharon.
No.
You must know by now I don't do a lot of this sort of stuff. For a chef. On stage.
You did.
Mine's still
It's not
wet.
happened yet, has it?
Maybe I've
It-
under...
You see this little flour there, though?
Where?
Oh, it's the bottom of the bowl. I thought it was flour. That's because you got a white bowl. Yeah, no, I will keep, just get this out now because she's got a flowered surface.
Flowered, haven't I? Oh, it's
It
getting
looked like
there
you were
now.
using more pink than me as well. I've got one looked. And now look, it's all stuck to me.
Oh, my arms hurt, Joan.
I have to point out this is our first time as usual.
One more flower.
Don't go too mad, but just little bits at a time. You'll end up drying your bread out.
I think I've been underestimating.
This is the bit I hate, when it's all stuck to you and you've got to then pick up something to get flour on.
Oh, I'm not sure doing this the day after keep fit when we've been working our upper arms. Mine hurt.
Do they?
Right, I think I'm getting there, Jen, aren't I?
Right, I'm trying to scrape it off of the side. That's the thing, is when you that scrapey thing that these people have.
Mine's kind of sticky, like she had hers coming out sticky.
Right. Yeah, well, mine was, but it's not now. I can't pull my sleeves up either, look.
No, can't help you. Covered in dough.
Oh, I've got bits of flat. Look!
What did she call this? She called it shaggy or something?
Yeah.
Oh!
Jeez, went then. Right, where's that? Kitchen york. Let's pick these bits up off the floor.
I've got mine stuck to the bottom of the bowl. I might have gone too early.
Don't fight, you two. Sorry, talking to the cats.
Oh, there you go.
Just here by the table.
That's all busy.
Right, I'll need to press the thing again so we can listen to her.
And this is the beginning of the kneading process.
Oh.
I'm just going to start working out flour. This might be a little too much flour, so I'm going to set it aside. I'm just going to start working it on my counter and getting that super shaggy stickiness to go away.
I'm sticky, that's for
You're
sure.
going to be surprised at how quickly it comes together. It's going to grab a little of that loose flour that still continues to stick to my hand. And
Sorry.
here's the deal, guys. People get really nervous about kneading, but it doesn't have to be complicated. It's literally just working the dough. And I kind of have a rhythm. I just turn it a quarter turn, press it with my palm, turn it a quarter turn again,
I was going to say press it with my
flip it over,
paws.
press it with my palm. But really,
Still very
it's kind of just
sticky.
as long as you're working it, you're probably
It's
going to
too sticky, Jan!
for, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes.
Travis, it's not helping. The fact
Get
my hand's sticky and it's
smoother.
sticking
And
to
you'll
it.
see the dough change from shaggy to smooth.
Yeah, that's
No,
a bit better, but it's still
Kinda
need more
halfway there at
flour.
this point.
It's still shaggy.
I'm gonna grab a little
So
more
it's not
of my
another recipe
flour
I followed.
on
They
the
weren't
side.
worried about
I
that.
actually
It's
really
a bit
enjoy
sticky.
kneading. I have a mixer with a dough hook and I don't use it at all. I like feeling the dough. It grounds me here and what I'm doing. It just feels really
Just say it's a good thing to do if you're angry and it can take
Yes, very mindful, I
And
think.
the more you do this, you're going to be able to start
Still sticky.
listening to the dough. The dough will talk to you. So what kneading
I'd
does,
say
in addition to just bringing everything
Too
together,
sticky, Jan.
is it develops the gluten in the bread. And
Oh, it
gluten's not
develops the
acid.
gluten.
Not unless you're celiac, but gluten is what makes our breads have bread texture. And we have to kind of develop it in order to get the loaf to rise.
cat's just
and
attacking the
behave like bread.
scratch post
I
now.
don't know
Yep,
if you
isn't
can
allowed
see
to
this
do
and
that
be
as long as it
close
doesn't
to the
attack the
lens
other
I can.
cat.
It's smooth. It has a satiny finish to it. Kind of has a spring and an elasticity. Part one is done. I'm going to shape my little dough baby into a ball. I'm going to take my mixing bowl, which has all the flour gunk in it, totally fine. Stick that in there. And then I'm just going to cover it with a clean dishcloth. Okay, now it needs to rise
more
for
flour, please,
1
Jen.
hour until it's
I'm
done.
nearly there.
This
I've got loads on my hands. But
Look at me, trying to look like I know what I'm doing because I've been watching them on the videos. See? Like that.
very good. I'm nearly there,
Put it in the bowl now.
aren't I?
Yeah?
It just took a bit longer. Fancy. Why have I got so much stuck to me?
Same as me though. What to do with it, to be perfectly honest.
Why did I
the
put
floor.
clean
I've got
covered
it in
in?
front of you. I'm clear that was a go. You're going to pick it all over your slipper in a minute.
In a minute, I'm going to wipe my hands on my arse and I'll have handprints for the rest of the day. Well,
You've got to sort of,
oh, okay.
and then make it like.
I don't have no
I
technique.
only do it because I say I've seen other people do it. I don't know what I'm doing. I try not to squeeze the top, just sort of tuck it underneath.
Like you're tucking a bed in.
We haven't really got to lift it up, just...
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Getting
It'll
there.
probably just melt where it wants to go.
I still
anyway.
feel as if I could do with a bit more flour, but I'm worried about overflowering now.
Don't worry about what's in the bowls, what she just said. It's all the muck's in her bowl, but she's still getting on with it.
Okay.
As mine is as well, see?
My hands.
We've got to put a tea towel over that. We can't put this in the oven like this, can we?
With a tea towel? Or do we rise before we go in the oven? Come on, tuck you in. There we go.
It used to really trip me up, but it does not have to be difficult. Here's my best recommendation. Turn on your oven to 350 degrees. Let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes, and now it's the most
It's gone for longer
important
than that. Turn it off
the
now.
oven off.
It hasn't reached 350.
Oh, isn't it?
Off.
No.
And I'm just going to take this covered bowl and stick it in the turn
Oh, it's only just
oven
under.
for about an hour or until the dough rises about double. Well, that's right.
Can I get both of them in there?
Has it got a thing on it? Anything on it?
No, I think you just... Well, I don't see her put a tea towel on it. Let's have a look.
Oven off. Completely off. So now I'm just going to take this covered bowl and stick it in the turned off oven
Ah, because the
for
oven's off,
about
that's
an
why.
hour or until the dough
No,
rises
that's the dirty one.
about
This is clean.
double. Well, that's rising. I'm going to run outside. The kids are working on cleaning out the box.
Right.
Right, should we go and clean out a barn? Is that helpful?
Oh, there you go. It's probably quite hot actually, but anyway.
Everything's off.
Now we've got to leave, put a timer on for an hour, shall we?
Yep.
Meanwhile, we'll clear up. Is it bigger? This is the problem I
A
have.
bit bigger. I would say it's tons bigger. Yours might be for being in a metal bowl as well. She would have had more heat. The bowl
It's
as
not on
well.
the thing though, is it? Was the... Oh. See why this does it to me every time, but everybody else it works.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gone so crusty, it's obviously too hot in there because it's
Well, it wasn't
almost
up to the
started cook it.
temperature either.
No.
Not unless she was on Fahrenheit. No, on centigrade. Because she's American.
Oh, she would have been, yeah. What's the difference though?
Yeah, I think it is a difference. I feel as if mine's half cooked now.
Yeah.
Have we got to tip it out?
Yeah.
Well, mine's out. But it's very, very hot.
We've mucked up, Sharon. We have to do it again. We haven't got enough flour.
I don't feel as if I've cooked mine.
So do I, because mine's got a crusty top. No,
You finished up?
well, I've got enough to do this, but
Oh, right.
not to make another one. That's what I
Oh,
mean.
okay. I've definitely got flour somewhere.
So it's a bit crusty bits in it, but yeah, that might add texture. Alright, let's see how it get on. Just put it in there, and all we do is hope. It's working out again.
Mine's still very sticky.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, it's crusty and sticky at the same time. What we got to do with it now?
I'll just put it in a shape and put it in the loaf tin.
Oh, right.
My
Look.
tin's loads too big for it, but
But we need to put the oven back on now, do we? Is it going to... Oh, this is going to stay for a while again,
it's
isn't it?
another half hour, and then after 20 minutes you put the oven on.
Okay. Well, let's...
We're not doing very well, folks, but we'll see.
maybe have that oven too hot.
If this doesn't raise again, there's no point even cooking. Could we make it into a pizza base?
It does look like a pizza base at the moment, doesn't it?
Much the same as her, it's just that proving bit. I'm yet to be successful with bread, and I was hoping this one would be it. Just thought we're embarrassed, but we're just showing you our failure. Look how high that bread is. Oh, we did it all wrong. We got the temperature wrong in the oven to start with to make it rise. We should have left it out of the oven like most people do, and then it wouldn't have...
Well, where we went wrong is we tried to follow instructions.
Listen to this. Future Jan here. As you can probably gather, that didn't go very well. We think we know what we did wrong. We followed the instructions for what the lady said in the video, and what she tends to do is put her oven on, then turn it off, and then put the dough in a bowl in the oven just to help it rise. Well, we did it, but we hadn't taken into consideration that she was talking different temperatures to us. I can't remember which way around it is, but it's the difference between centigrade and Fahrenheit, obviously. So it was a bit of a disaster. So basically, instead of just rising, it cooked quicker than it should have done, and then it was just impossible. I've used semi-wholemeal bread, flour, sorry, and yeah, as you see in the picture, it's not very high, is it? And it's... So if anybody needs a brick, if they're low on bricks, if they're building a wall somewhere, just write in the comments and I'll send you it. Oh, it tastes like bread, and when you toast it, it's sort of okay. And I imagine it, personally, I imagine it to be a bit like gluten-free bread, because that always looks very hard, doesn't it? So yeah, how not to make a loaf of bread. I will try again, and I will do what she said, but this time I must pay attention to the temperatures. Better than that, I think I'll just let it rise on the side with a tea towel on it. Au revoir.